morning, Eleanor.
Good morning.
Hey, Ellie, I have some paperwork I need you to complete for me. Do you have that project ready for me I assigned to you yesterday?
Not yet.
That was a high priority. I needed that done by now.
I'll have it finished later.
Ellie, this is something you do often. This should not be taking you this long to complete. I need it within the hour.
Valerie, I need to speak with you for a minute.
Sure, come in.
I have a problem. It's Ellie.
Go on.
Well, she was supposed to be working on some things for me, and I received them back this morning, and everything is wrong. There are so many mistakes with her work, and I just don't have the time to go through and correct it all last minute.
Okay, this is getting out of hand. I get she's been with this company for many years, but her performance is no longer acceptable. I can't keep putting up with the late projects, mistakes, the poor service. I think it's time I consider letting her go.
Fire her? She's been with the company for 15 years.
I know. I just don't know how I'm going to approach her about it. This is a very difficult situation.
Sounds like you should.
Ask Joe!
Every leader is different. Research shows that overall the most difficult aspect of a leader's job is confronting poor performance. Let's assume that Valerie has given Ellie clear expectations on what success looks like with this project and a specific deadline. Let's also assume that Ellie's report to Alicia does contain multiple mistakes that shouldn't have been made. In essence, the leader has done everything right, and the issue is really Ellie's inability to do her job. Now we're left with Valerie having a conversation with Ellie about her performance. In this type of situation, there are three outcomes that need to be achieved, and this is based on the work of Thomas Gordon. First, you want to fix the problem. Ellie can't keep missing deadlines or making mistakes. Second, you want to keep the person's self-esteem high. Ellie's performance will likely improve if Valerie handles that conversation in such a way that doesn't damage Ellie's confidence. And finally, you want to keep the relationship intact long-term. If Ellie remains on the team, she should feel like a valued member. Even if she exits, Valerie wants Ellie to keep the good reputation of the credit union and Valerie safe. That said, here's some intentional language Valerie can use to start that discussion.
Ellie, I have a problem I need to discuss with you. I'd like to first share my concerns, and then I'll listen to your thoughts. I think we need to work this out together, okay?
This approach puts Ellie and Valerie on the same side of the problem in an effort to solve it. It also lowers some of the natural tension that occurs here. Perhaps changes in the job are creating performance issues for Ellie. Maybe something at home is distracting her. Maybe there's a better fit for her talents doing other type of work, and maybe the decision will be made that Ellie is no longer suited to work at the credit union. Whatever the outcome, it's much more likely to be achieved successfully when the leader goes into the discussion without any preconceived notions, but instead assumes innocence, involves the employee in the solution, and works towards what's best for everyone. Thanks for joining me. If you have any questions you'd like addressed, please email them to me. I'd love to help.
Thank you, Joe.
Have a leadership concern and need a second opinion? Ask Joe. Send your questions to askjoe@mycuservices.com.